Hello, everybody. We're live at the Amaran booth, NAB 2025.
Yes, sir.
I'm Gerald Undone, and I'm here with Brandon Washington.
How's it going?
It's going well. Thanks to Amaran for putting this on.
Yeah.
I've got some questions for you.
You just jumping right into it?
Yeah, I mean, we this isn't a 2-hour, slow. This is one of those like late night talk shows. Like, tell us what movie you're working on, and let's get you.
2-hour streams are the best streams, Gerald.
We don't got that kind of time.
We don't have that kind of time.
So I've got an expertly crafted and compiled list of questions here for you.
Does that mean you got them off ChatGPT?
Yes, and I'm going to randomly choose them, and you're going to do your best to answer them.
So you're going to take ChatGPT questions, ask me those questions, and I'm going to answer them?
That's right.
All right. I just like repeating what you say because it makes me feel smarter.
Yeah,
like you say
like
that way I know it's smart, so then I say it again.
This is probably like one of those like Dale Carnegie, how to make friends type of things, like rule 7, say everything back to them.
Secondhand smartness.
That's right. We're going to jump right into some heavy stuff, okay?
All right, let's do it.
If you could delete one type of comment from the internet forever, what would it be?
If I could delete one type of comment.
Yeah, and it can either be like some supernatural thing where it's just like this type of comment will just never appear on a video, a post, whatever, ever again.
Oh, that's easy. I would go with the scam comments that tell people that they won something
That's a good
that
one.
somehow used my name, face, and likeness.
That's also kind of virtuistic, where I would have preferred if it was something very like personal vendetta, but I think your answer is a very good answer.
Oh, I don't like when people think I owe them a free camera that I did not guarantee. So it is a little personal.
That's
It's
true.
definitely a little selfish, but also so people don't get scammed.
Have you ever posted a video? I was gonna say and like immediately regretted it, but how about have you ever posted one and then like immediately took it down? And if so, what was the reason? Was it like a technical thing or?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's been multiple times where I export a video and I'm moving too fast, and so I don't check to make sure like all my graphics actually rendered all the way out. So I've uploaded videos that have the little text icon where like a video didn't actually go all the way through, or like
the video will contain like a slide of like bad render or whatever.
Well, yeah. So it's basically like, oh, I just didn't pay attention. I actually had that happen where I was trying to show somebody a video I made like 6 to 9 months ago, and I pulled up the video and I'm watching it, and I realized that was in there. Didn't know for like 6 months.
You know, the most egregious one I ever did was, I was lucky though that it was. I don't think like it. It's not like it was up there and I lost views or whatever. It was like immediate. But did you ever use Resolve?
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
One of the things is like a selector where then you could take any video thing and kind of like physically move it around rather than putting in coordinates.
okay.
And I must have, without realizing, like kind of click drag the mouse as I was going down to select a different clip. Because at about a minute into my video, when I was watching it back to do captions, I noticed that it's like perfectly framed, and then all of a sudden my entire set is like shifted down, like half off the screen with like a black bar around it. And so I like took the video down, went back and edit, looked at it, and yeah, that clip, like, it's just like, imagine this shot, but we're like 2/3 out of the frame.
Okay.
And it was because I think I accidentally clicked on the video and like dragged it as I was moving the mouse down. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
I get it. You
like,
just have like this black frame. But my question is, how many views does the video have to have before you go, screw it?
well, that's the way it is, yeah. Like if it's popping off, you know,
it's
if
like,
it's a 1 out of 10
it's
with
a 1 out
bullet,
of 10. I ain't touching it.
You're just gonna have to pin a comment that's
Right.
like, I don't know what happened at 36 seconds. You know?
You're like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Looks good on my end. Must be.
What if the whole video was like that?
Yeah.
It's like, guys, the content's good.
It was a creative decision
Yeah,
at that point.
I wanted to show isolation. If YouTube could add any new feature at all, like they would listen to you for a day, tell us one thing and we'll do it. What would you want them to like add or change or something?
So right now I'm really big into live streaming.
Yep.
So most of the stuff that I want is probably live streaming based. So you know how there's YouTube Premium, right? Where people pay, I think it's like $15 or $20 a month.
Yep.
And you don't get ads, right? But there's also YouTube memberships
Yep.
where people become members of a channel. I feel like when you become a member of a channel, you should not get ads on that channel. Because the way
that's
ads
good.
work,
You could sell memberships easier.
the way ads work with live streams is just people just miss part of the live stream when an ad plays. So like on my stream, we've just chosen not to run ads when we're live because I don't want people to miss part of the conversation.
I love that idea.
But they should absolutely have, if you are a member of a channel, paying member, you should not have ads on that channel, whether you're watching a video or you're watching it. And if, YouTube's already taken 30% of the membership, I'm sure some of that's going towards ads. So just I don't know, make it work. But
I love that idea because then it also, sometimes I have difficulty with the value add of a membership, trying to sell it to people because I don't really do a lot for memberships.
You always feel like you got to do extra.
There's people that will upload entire, like, watch the extended cut, this and that, and that's cool. Or members only videos. I don't do any of that. But if I could sell it as like
get my videos with no ads,
that's dope.
Yeah, and then they get all the other benefits of like the membership community, and you could do members only live streams. Like you have all those benefits. But I feel from a viewer standpoint, if I'm supporting a channel, I should not have to watch ads for a channel I'm supporting.
That's smart. If you could collaborate with any creator that you haven't obviously yet, who would that be? They don't necessarily have to be a YouTuber. Could be anything.
Oh, then if it's any creator, I'll tell you exactly who it is.
Yeah.
T-Pain.
Really?
Yeah, T-Pain, in my opinion, is one of the best live streamers. He's also incredibly talented, and I love all of his music.
What would the collab be?
I don't care, bro. Just get me in the same room. I'll shoot a music video with them.
What if it's a possibility, but you got to pitch him right now? What's the pitch? What if T-Pain's watching and he's ready to say yes, but what's the pitch? What are you going to do?
We are going to shoot the dopest music video he's ever had, and we're going to actually live stream the entire process of shooting the music video on his Twitch and on our channel simultaneously, so he can take his audience through what it's actually like to shoot a music video.
So he's on Twitch? Like he's out there doing live streams?
Oh, he's big on Twitch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, T-Pain's one
What's
of the
he doing? Gaming?
Gaming, making music live is one of my favorite things to watch him do, is actually make music live. Like I've seen him do entire ad-libs and a full verse in like a 2-hour live stream. He's incredibly talented.
Give you my anecdote about T-Pain. He's the kind of guy that I thought was a bit of a joke for, I would say, the first bit of his career. I never knew that he actually could like sing incredibly well.
Oh yeah.
I thought that the auto-tune thing wasn't like a meme, but a crutch, like a necessity, and not that the auto-tune was just kind of like a goof.
Oh
like,
no,
like a stylistic goof. You know what I mean? Like
he's so insanely talented. He can sing.
He's very, very, very good singer.
And I mean, I think you should definitely check out some of his streams.
He also has a fun energy, like a happy, boisterous kind of energy all the time. You know?
He just seems very down to earth, very chill.
What's the worst title you've ever used on a video?
Might delete this later.
Yeah. Did you?
I don't even know. It always feels like I feel like I'm clickbaiting myself.
You can have a budget to make any documentary you want. What's the topic?
I'm probably going to follow some creator and talk about and learn their journey.
Yeah.
Because selfishly, as a creator, like what inspires me is other creators and their mindset and the way that they tackle problems and come up with solutions and why they make the decisions they make. Most of the times when we're doing that as creators, we're so busy doing the thing that there's never anybody documenting us while we're doing the thing. And so for me, it would be like finding somebody who's working on a really, really cool project and then following them through that journey from ideation all the way to execution. Because it's very hard to learn all those different details from a creator because, I mean, when you're in the middle of it, you're in the middle of it.
Any ideas jump to mind, or you just like specific ones?
No specific like creator that comes to mind. I mean, obviously I would love to do something with like some of the bigger directors that are doing stuff in Hollywood because that would just be fun.
Yeah.
Just kind of like pull back the curtain. That's the one thing I love about YouTube is I feel like with YouTube, you get a chance to show people things that otherwise they would never get the opportunity to actually see. And so any chance I could do to kind of do that for people, that's what I'd want to do. Because that's the stuff I wish I had when I was growing up.
What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you while filming?
Gerald Undone crashing 6 podcasts in a row at Condo.
I did do that.
With the wildest stuff. We also shot so much content that I've never seen, that has never seen the light of day, and probably rightfully so.
You remember that one where it was like, we were each interviewing different people, but at the same time?
Yes, you and Jacques.
Yeah.
I think you were interviewing me, Jacques was interviewing Brady,
yeah.
And then random people were popping in all at the same time.
Yeah, I tried to edit that video into something that you could watch.
Oh, I'm sure it's just trash.
Yeah, it was completely nonsensical.
You know what you should do with it? It should be like the old Robot Chicken show, like where it's just like a random clip for like 5 minutes and then just like TV static and just jump to another random moment. And so they don't need to connect whatsoever, but there were just so many funny moments.
That's the only way it would work, is just like an absurdist,
Yeah, just be weird with it.
15 minutes of nonsense.
It was a weird experience. The video should be weird.
If YouTube disappeared overnight, what are you spending your time on now?
I'm going to Twitch. Not even a question.
Yeah, I guess that felt like
That's not a great question for me. I'm live streaming no matter what.
that's fair.
Now, if you tell me all social media platforms disappear,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a world where I don't use a camera. So if I've got to shoot something and then put on my own event for people to come and see it, then that's what I'll do. But there's no world where I'm not working with a camera.
You end up like old school Tom Green, where you're like trying to pipe it on the internet yourself
Hey,
or whatever.
whatever it takes. Yeah, build my own website, run around with business cards. You like videos?
What is I don't want to say totally unrelated because it maybe doesn't make any sense, but like a skill that you've learned doing YouTube that has had significant applications in other parts of your life, that there's a disconnect when you think about it, where it's almost like, who would have thought that, now I can fix sinks, because of YouTube or whatever, like something like, because I have noticed that there are like, you have to do a lot of things to run a YouTube channel. Some of those things you probably didn't think you were signing up for,
Yeah, it's, YouTube, you have to wear so many hats that I do find that like it makes me more versatile in other areas. Like
let me ask this then.
Yeah.
What's the thing that you were weakest at that you actually got significantly better at because of it being adjacent to YouTube?
Oh, graphic design for sure. Yeah, and I'm still not great, but before YouTube, I always like tried to dabble in it, and I hated it. But I've learned how important like thumbnails and stuff are, and so you just spend so much time doing that. I was always just video, but with YouTube, like video, as much as it feels like it's the majority, I always feel like it's like maybe 50% of the process. The rest of it is like planning, scripting, editing, coming up with thumbnails, coming up with ideas, and then writing. Thank God for AI, because I'm dyslexic. So I can just like half write a description and just be like, please make this tolerable for other people. It'll make it better.
So your Photoshop skills have...
They've gotten better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of this generative imaging stuff makes me look like I really know what I'm doing. So I can fool the best.
I was going to elaborate it, but yeah, so like you've been leveraging AI for metadata, I guess, like whether it's thumbnails, descriptions, that kind of thing.
Or like, to help with SEO, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can just like, I can write a description and say, hey, can you make this more SEO friendly? And so it can just like make little tweaks to help me out.
That's clever. Brandon, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Because we were brought here by Amaran.
We were.
Are you familiar with this little guy here?
I am familiar.
You're familiar?
Yes.
This is the Amaran Ace 25C. I'm going to do a little plug here. This is the Ace Lock, which we were talking about the panos earlier. There's a new lights panos. They're using Ace Lock. It's going to be a whole new ecosystem now.
Around this lock?
Ace Lock all day. All day, all lock.
All day.
Have you played with it yet?
No, I haven't.
All right, so Ace Lock that in there. I'm making it into a verb now. Satisfying.
That is pretty satisfying.
Right? There's a magnetic draw, so you kind of like...
So even if it's not perfectly
it helps you line it up.
Yeah.
And if you try to put it on backwards, it like repels you. You
Really?
know? It's like, because of the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you feel it? And on the bigger lights now, there's actually like pogo pins that will... there's going to be like battery grips and they can transmit power through the Ace Lock and stuff like that, so it's kind of cool. This is a handy little light. USB-C power delivery. You got the little magnetic. Everything's magnets.
Diffusion.
And the light itself is... This is a big magnet. This thing right here.
Oh, so I can just like...
We got anything metal? Or ferrous? Are these... Those probably like aluminum or something, right?
Oh, wait. There's a little something.
Yeah, a
little something.
This light has got so many magnets on it. I'm a big fan of like an Aperture MC Pro, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of like, when we're talking about thumbnails, I do a lot of like on the table kind of,
product photography.
Yeah, I'll be shooting this thing.
Yeah.
These have become so much handier for me now. I'll set them to like, purple. And then I'll be like,
purple?
Wow.
You purple?
That's right. But I could always use the MCs for the purple stuff, or MC Pros. What I couldn't do is get sort of like a nice key light for my little products.
Right.
These things are surprisingly good, like key for like a little product thing because of the diffuser. But the magnets, that's the action, man. You just like squamp, and it's like right on. I mean, this is not. That's fabric.
I was very confused for a moment there.
Yeah, squamp. Anyway, Ace 25C. Big fan of these things. AmaranCreators.com or whatever dealer you like. You can order these up. Also, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, Brandon, Washington, but tomorrow, which is April 7th, for people, I don't know, maybe. Nobody's watching this after the fact. I mean, this is a live stream, right? So
It's live.
there's an In-N-Out get-together.
Yeah.
at 6:45 p.m.
Heard about this.
I think it's the In-N-Out in like the middle of the strip.
Yeah.
Not the one out at the airport or
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
you know?
yeah.
So if you guys are interested in going to that, go on the Amaran Instagram and you can join up for this. They're gonna be giving prizes away or something. And
Yeah, I heard there's this really cool guy named Brandon Washington who's still gonna be hosting that event, and
I was waiting for you to take over at any point because I was like, aren't you the host of this damn thing?
I just want to see how far you were gonna go. No, yeah, we're really excited about it. We're gonna be giving out some free gear. It's gonna be some food. It's gonna be a good time. Great time to hang out with other creators. And honestly, like we did it last year, and our good friend David Altizer hosted it. And this year he was nice enough to offer me the opportunity to sort of take over.
Nice enough to bow out.
He just was like, "Hey, I'm not going this year. Would you like to host it?" And I was like, "Absolutely," because we just had such a great time last year, and you just get a chance to hang out and talk gear and nerd out with all your friends and make new friends, and yeah, it was good.
So come on down, In-N-Out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Brandon Washington, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Hey, you did a great job.
Did I?
You did fantastic. Those questions were not easy like you told me they were going to be.
No.
But they were.
You know
so
why
fun.
they're not easy? I think they're easy style of questions, but they require you to like almost have an encyclopedic knowledge of every video you ever posted.
Well,
it's like, what was your worst title? I'm realizing I got to make them more broad.
No, that was good. They were good. I guarantee you, with all the podcasts I'll do while I'm here, no one else is going to ask me those questions. At least you didn't ask me, what made you pick up a camera?
Yeah.
That's a question.
Tell me about your,
Well, this has been great. Thank you so much for having me. Hey, brother. Appreciate you.